thirsty, Gromit. Must stop eating cheese last thing. It's given me terrible dreams. Last night I dreamt I'd accidentally become engaged to our neighbour, Miss Flit. Can you imagine? What's this? Oh no, lad. So it wasn't a bad dream after all. It's a real life-flipping nightmare. It's all coming back to me. At the fair, I found that lug nut and she thought it was a... Oh my giddy aunt. Talk about matrimonial misunderstandings. You've got to do something, Gromit. No. I've got to do something. I must go and speak to Miss Flit at once. Apologise and explain it was all a terrible mistake. I'm sure Miss Flit will understand. She'll probably be relieved when she learns I wasn't proposing marriage after all. It's not as if we've much in common. Well, I suppose there's nothing for it but to, Oh, Major Crum.
Yes? Morning, Wallace. I've come about a professional matter of the utmost delicacy and secrecy.
You have? Oh, wonderful. Step into my consulting room and tell me all about it. Seems I'm going to be tied up for a while, Gromit, on business. Why don't you go and put your ear to the ground and find out how the land lies next door?
But you need to be discreet. Tread softly. Ears peeled, eyes open. Don't let critical intelligence fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, others are looking for this, object?
Oh, yes, always others, Wallace. Enemy agents, spies, saboteurs,
Come on, Gromit, I'm in consultation.
And if they put the thumbscrews on you, Wallace?
Oh, Gromit and I would never divulge a professional secret. If there's any information gathering to be done, my eavesdropper is just the tool for it.
Eavesdropper? I like the sound of it. Now, have you got all you need to get started?
Not quite everything.
Dash it, what more can I tell you?
This object you've lost.
Lost something? Who has?
I suppose we can start hunting for clues with my super clue snooper.
Capital idea.
Still?
Yes, I've just remembered.
Oh, you have?
Yes, something that means a great deal to me.
Go on.
Sniper fire!
Merely porridge, Major Crum. Carry on. Gromit, please.
This is a matter of the utmost importance, Wallace, or I wouldn't have come.
I appreciate your faith in my skills, Major.
Faith has nothing to do with it. Facts are what we need, man. Cold. Found it, have you?
I can't put Gromit on the case until I've got all the relevant information. No answers yet in the Flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right. Put the thumbscrews on her.
So, what have you lost?
An object. Precisely.
Can you be more specific?
I certainly can. How specific would you like me to be?
Well, we at Golden Retrieval always like to know what it is we're looking for. By the way, Major, what do you think of me new painting?
Why, it's very... By George, it's a masterpiece!
Well, that's a poser.
An imposter? Where?
No, I mean, it's a...
Great Aunt Prudence, you came so quickly.
Of course, Felicity. An urgent summons from one's only living relative and heir to one's fortune can mean only one thing. Man trouble. Now, who is the blighter this time? I'll box his ears if he's been toying with your affections.
Oh, no trouble as such, Aunt Prudence. But, well, there has been an important development on the matrimonial front, which... Pardon me, Aunt Prudence. I think I spy an ugly little intruder. I positively loathe fungi. Come, let's go inside for a cup of tea.
Have you chamomile, child? Man trouble always makes me hackles rise and my petticoats fluster.
In his spare time, he likes to tinker a little.
Tinker?
Yes, inventions and such like.
A handyman? Well, you'll obviously have to put a stop to the inventing. Certainly not in the house. Can't be tolerated.
Oh no. Far too messy and intrusive.
Well, I think you've told me all I need to hear.
And so?
So long as he doesn't leave his contraptions lying around all over the house, he sounds a very suitable suitor.
So our engagement has your blessing?
I don't see why not. Unless...
Yes?
Unless, of course... Well, he's not a member of that place, is he? That appalling country club whose name alone makes me shudder.
You mean Prickly Thicket?
Oh, yes. Oh, heavens, child, you know our family history. We Flits have never associated with those dreadful prickly thicketers.
Oh, you needn't worry, Aunt Prudence. Wallace isn't the Prickly Thicket type.
Ah, yes, I just remembered.
No answers yet in the, flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right. Put the thumb screws on her. This is a matter of the utmost importance, Wallace, or I wouldn't have come.
I appreciate your faith in my skills, Major.
Faith has nothing to do with it.
Morning, Mr. Pannier.
Constable Dibbins. Delivering the mail as well this morning?
Aye, Posty's off sick. He's got the mumps and I've got the hump.
Sorry to hear that.
Her Majesty's mail must be delivered, and PC Ernest Dibbins has never shrunk from duty, even when such duties aren't even part of his blinking job description. Here's your post.
Ah,
Couldn't help but notice the coat of arms, Mr. Pannier. A prickly thicket, isn't it?
happen?
So, you remember then?
Oh, aye. Practically me second home.
Is it now? That's a very interesting coincidence. I was just saying to myself the other day, Ernest Dibbins, it's time you joined a...
Oh, my! Excuse me, Constable.
What are you staring at? Get along now. Back off. Caught him trying to nick your letter. The important one from Prickly Thicket.
Oh, that's only the envelope. I've got the letter here.
Not bad news, I trust.
Oh, no. Quite the reverse. It's my turn to propose a new member.
Is it really? Well, I never.
It's a heavy responsibility. Not everyone's cut out to be a prickly thicketer. The candidate must be a gentleman of impeccable character. Someone who's always there for a friend in need. A pillar of the community. And, of course, a sportsman. Going to be a long search?
Not necessarily. I mean, the ideal candidate might be, somebody who's very close to you.
Oh?
Aye, somebody who's right in front of your nose, in fact.
Ah, yes, of course. You mean Mr. Wallace, my near neighbour and one of my best customers.
Wallace? He's no blinking sportsman. He don't know one end of a golf club from t'other.
Well, that's true.
And he's hardly a pillar of the community, like...
Like who?
Mr. Pannier. My dear Mr. Pannier, who watches over this town centre like a shepherd watches his flock. Who sees to it that everybody stays on the straight and narrow.
Oh, you mean you? But don't forget, you forgot to find me after that business with the bad bangers last month.
Only on account of me soft heart. It's me only failing. But don't start getting ideas. I'll let you off with a warning once, but just once.
Of course, Constable.
Now, you better start getting these crates put away. They're blocking a public thoroughfare.
Oh dear, not more crates.
Good day, Mr. Pannier. I'll leave you to think things out. Out of me way, you.
Hey up, Gromit, where'd you come from? I weren't really thinking straight when I said your master might be prickly thicket material. He's a right good bloke, your Wallace. But, like the PC says, if he's a sportsman, I'm a banana. Don't suppose you can use a few crates of super sticky nut butter, can you? I ordered 5 tubs, but the daft Hayperth at warehouse put me down for 500. How am I supposed to shift 500 tubs of super sticky nut butter? Wait a minute. Take this home to your master. Free sample, courtesy of Pannier's Produce. If you don't like it, you can always use it to fill in cracks before decorating.
Closed by order of the law, and all on account of a teeny tiny mouse. Oof, ridiculous, really. But you know Constable Dibbins. He'll let a lot of things go, but he's a stickler when it comes to vermin. Hey up, Gromit! Hey up, Gromit! I couldn't help noticing that little item in the society section. The one about your master and Miss Flit. It's true, then? Been keeping it a secret, those sly devils. And Mr. Muzzle seemed like such a nice man. Whoever would have thought he'd turn out a reet villain? Ooh, careful with that. It's my last one, and it's reserved for Mr. Pannier. Ooh, It's all over tip papers this morning. How Monty Muzzle's fundraising funfair was a big fake, and how a certain ice cream vendor and his dog brung him to justice.
Oh, it's you. Looking for a policeman or a postman? I'm doing double duty. No letters for you today?
Hey, you're the mutt what's responsible for my incarceration, aren't you? No hard feelings, mate. Come here. I've got a little present for you.
It's good to have young'uns about flat again.
Of course, being next-door neighbours means the parlour will be twice as large once we knock the wall down, and I'll be able to do all my repotting in the cellar.
I thought you said he did his inventing in the cellar.
Not for much longer. I'll soon get him started on another hobby. I was thinking geraniums.
So long as it's not golf, you'll have my blessing.
Oh, Aunt Prudence, Wallace really isn't the outdoorsy type. There's no chance of him joining that country club and becoming a prickly thicketer.
I should hope not. No relative of mine will ever marry a prickly thicket man, not while I have breath in my body.
More chamomile?
But you'll need to be discreet.
No answers yet in the, flit case, Gromit. You may want to use some of my equipment.
That's right. Put the thumb screws on her. And if they put the thumb screws on you, Wallace...
Oh, Gromit and I would never divulge your professional secret.
Good man. Now, have you got all you need to get started?
Not quite everything.
Dash it, what more can I tell you?
This object you've lost.
Lost something? Who has? Ah, yes, I just remembered.
Oh, you have.